Everyone is out there fighting over used Rav 4 and CRV models right now, paying $20,000 for a 7-year-old Toyota with 100,000 miles on it. Meanwhile, 3 Chevy models are sitting on every used car lot in America for half that price, and honestly, the reliability gap between them is way smaller than you think. I dug into the data, the owner forums, and my own 20 years of shop experience, and what I found might change the way you shop for your next family vehicle. Number 1, the Chevrolet Equinox. This is the invisible SUV of the compact crossover world. Chevy sold over 3 million of these things, which means they are everywhere, and all that supply drives used prices straight through the floor. Right now you can find a 2019 Equinox LT with Apple CarPlay, heated seats, and a full safety package for around $11,000 to $14,000. That same money barely gets you a 2014 or 2015 Rav 4 with more miles and fewer features. The math on this one is almost embarrassing for Toyota buyers. The sweet spot is the 3rd generation Equinox, the 2018 through 2024 models. The 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder paired with the 6-speed automatic is the proven powertrain here. It makes about 170 horsepower, gets around 28 miles per gallon combined, and has built a solid track record at this point. The 2019 earned a 4 out of 5 reliability score, and the 2020 actually won the Most Dependable Compact SUV award from J.D. Power. Annual maintenance runs about $537 on average, which is over $100 less than what most vehicles cost per year. I have personally worked on a bunch of these 3rd-generation Equinox models, and the one thing that surprised me early on was how little came back for unscheduled repairs. Oil changes, brakes, the occasional sensor, but nothing that kept me up at night. One thing I really like about this engine is that it runs a timing chain instead of a timing belt. That saves you $800 to $1,500 for a belt replacement that a lot of competitors hit you with around 100,000 miles. Now here is the part where I earn your trust. You absolutely cannot buy every model year of the Equinox. The 2010 through 2013 models are disasters. The 2.4-liter engine in those years has a piston ring defect that causes it to burn roughly a quart of oil every 1,000 miles. Engines fail as early as 60,000 miles. There was a class action lawsuit over it. Engine replacement runs $3,000 to $5,000, and the 2018 is a first-year redesign with brake vacuum pump failures and ECU faults that will haunt you. Stay away from all of those. What you want is a 2019, 2020, or 2021 with the turbo engine under 80,000 miles with maintenance records. And honestly, I personally think a well-maintained Equinox in that range is one of the smartest buys in the compact SUV market right now. If you are on a tighter budget, the 2017 is a great pick from the older generation. It had 0 recalls, and you can find those for around $9,000 to $12,000. Before you buy any Equinox, pull the dipstick and check the oil level, listen for cold start rattling which signals timing chain stretch, and run the air conditioning for a full 10 minutes. Those 3 checks take 5 minutes and can save you thousands, but the Equinox is just the appetizer. This next one gives you something you cannot get from any Toyota or Honda at this price. Number 2, the Chevrolet Traverse. Here is a stat that makes people stop scrolling. The 2nd generation Chevrolet Traverse is only 4 inches shorter than a Tahoe. It seats up to 8 passengers. It offers 98 cubic feet of maximum cargo space, which beats the Honda Pilot at 83 and the Toyota Highlander at 83 as well. A clean 2016 Traverse sells for around $8,000 to $11,000. A 2016 Tahoe? That is $25,000 plus. The Traverse is literally the biggest bargain in the 3-row SUV market, and almost nobody is talking about it. The depreciation on these is savage for the original owner and spectacular for you. Walk onto any used car lot in America and you will see a Traverse with a price sticker that makes no sense for how much vehicle you are getting. The Traverse loses roughly 56% of its value in 5 years, compared to about 39% for the Highlander, a vehicle that cost $35,000 new drops to $8,000 to $12,000 after 7 or 8 years. That is your window. But here is the thing that really sold me on recommending the Traverse. I dug through the Traverse owner forums and found something that really stood out. One owner with a 2020 model at 100,000 miles said it still drives like the day he bought it, 0 issues, never been back to the dealer for anything beyond oil changes. Another owner reported hitting 275,000 miles. These are not flukes. This is what happens when you buy the right model year and maintain it for reliability. The third row in the Traverse is its secret weapon. Unlike most 3-row crossovers where the back row is basically a punishment seat for small children, the Traverse third row actually fits adults comfortably. It has more legroom back there than both the Pilot and the Highlander. I personally think this is the most underrated family vehicle Chevy has ever made. For families, this is the SUV that replaces a minivan without feeling like you settled. But none of that matters if you buy the wrong model year, and this is where a lot of people get burned. The timing chain on the 2009 through 2012 models, the 3.6-liter V6 in those early years used chains that stretched prematurely, and when they go, it is catastrophic. Repair costs run $2,700 to $3,500 because the engine has to come out on the subframe. If the chain snaps completely, you are looking at a full engine replacement for $3,000 to $6,000. The fix came in 2013. GM redesigned the timing chain and updated the oiling system, and reports of failure dropped off dramatically after that. There is actually a quick trick to identify safe models on the lot. Look at the rear license plate. If it is mounted high on the liftgate instead of down on the bumper, you have got a 2013 or newer facelift model with the improved drivetrain. If you are finding this helpful, hit subscribe. I cover Chevy maintenance tips and buying guides every week, so you do not end up with someone else's problem in your driveway. For the Traverse, your best bets are the 2016 or 2017 for first generation value, or the 2019 for the second generation. Avoid 2009 through 2012 for the timing chain and skip 2018 because it is a first-year redesign with an annoying shift to park glitch where the engine refuses to shut off. One more critical buying tip. If you plan to tow anything, verify the trailering package code in the glove box. With the package, you get 5,000 pounds of towing. Without it, the Traverse is only rated for 1,500 pounds. That is a huge difference, and dealers do not always mention it. Number 3, the Chevrolet Trax. The Trax is the SUV that automotive journalists love to dismiss, and budget buyers should love to own. A 2019 Trax LT sells for around $9,000 to $11,000. The 2020 model, which earned a perfect 5 out of 5 reliability score from Consumer Reports, goes for $11,000 to $13,000. And here is what really caught my attention when I was researching this. Annual maintenance on the Trax averages just $488. That is $164 less per year than the average vehicle. The Trax also visits the shop for unscheduled repairs about half as often as most vehicles. For pure cost of ownership, almost nothing on 4 wheels beats it. The first generation Trax runs a 1.4-liter turbo 4-cylinder, making 138 horsepower. It is not fast. Nobody is winning any drag races in a Trax. But it parks anywhere, handles city driving with ease, comes with available all-wheel drive that actually performs well in snow, and carries a 5-star crash safety rating with 10 airbags. From 2018 forward, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard. I found one owner on the forums with 103,000 miles who said it has never left his wife stranded and it is still on the original brakes. That is the kind of boring reliability that saves you real money. The Trax depreciates harder than almost anything in its class, losing close to half its value in 5 years. The Honda HR-V only loses about a third. That poor resale is exactly what creates the opportunity for you as a buyer. A 2019 HR-V costs $3,000 to $5,000 more than a comparable Trax, and the Toyota CHR costs even more while not even offering all-wheel drive. So the value is clearly there, but you need to know which years will actually deliver on that promise. Here is what you need to watch out for. Never buy a 2015 or 2016 Trax. The 2016 is the worst one ever made, with over 150 complaints, 5 recalls, widespread air conditioning failures, and engines stalling on highways. The known weakness across all years is the cooling system on the 1.4-liter turbo. Coolant leaks from the water pump, thermostat housing, and radiator hoses pop up more often than I would like to see. The single most important maintenance tip from every experienced Trax owner I found is the same. Use full synthetic oil, change it every 5,000 miles, and check your coolant level every time you get gas. The turbo depends on clean oil to survive, and the cooling system is where this engine shows its age first. For anyone who can stretch the budget a bit, the 2021 Chevrolet Trailblazer is worth a look. It is basically the Trax replacement with more cargo space, better fuel economy, and it ranked #1 in its class for reliability. Base models start around $14,000 on the used market right now. Next time you walk past a row of Chevys on a used car lot, take a second look. The badge drops these vehicles $5,000 to $10,000 below comparable Toyotas and Hondas, but the actual gap in quality is nowhere near that big. If you want to see the maintenance schedule that keeps these Chevys running past 200,000 miles, that video is on screen right now.